Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and we gotta go through our AFL games. So we got coming up. We got we got Richmond and all that clubs. I think Richmond's gonna win. I think Richmond's gonna be way too good. I think Richmond is going to be the team will win. Yeah, I think Richmond's probably gonna win it. You never know. Carlton could come out and win the game, but yeah, I don't know if he will. I don't know if Carlton will. On Friday of March 17th, we've got Geelong and Collingwood. I'm actually going to I'm going to go for Geelong to win this thing because Geelong won the grand final last year, and they are going to be pretty good this year again. I think Geelong will beat Collingwood by a bit, but not much. But I think by a bit. That's all I'm going to say right now. But yeah, Geelong. Yeah, Geelong will be that team. North Melbourne taking on West Coast. This is going to be a easy game, so I'm definitely going to pick North Melbourne to beat West Coast. North Melbourne will beat West Coast in the first round. I don't know how much by, but I think they will beat West Coast Eagles. Because, yeah, it's at Marvel Stadium, and that's North Melbourne likes to play. So, yeah, so I'm picking West Coast. I'm picking North Melbourne to win that, to beat West Coast. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna pick. We'll move to the next teams in a minute. Okay. So we're gonna now Port Adelaide versus Brisbane Lions. I think Brisbane Lions will beat Port Adelaide. I think they won't beat them by much, but I think they will beat them. So I'm gonna tip I'm gonna tip Brisbane Lions to win this one. I think they're going to be way too good. So, yeah, I'm going to tip Brisbane to win that one. Next one, we know this was always in the grand final back in 2021. So, Melbourne versus the Bulldogs. I'm going to go for Melbourne to win this one. They've got Brody Grundy. They've picked up a couple other ones as well. They are going to be pretty good, so not sure how it's going to go between Brody Grundy and Max Gawn, but I think Melbourne will win this. Don't know how much, but I think Melbourne is going to win this. Melbourne's just way too good. Way too good. So, yeah, I'm tipping Melbourne to win that one. The Gold Coast Suns take on Sydney Swans. I'm going to go for Sydney Swans. I don't know why, but I think Suns can win this, but I think the Sydney Swans are way too good. So they got Buddy Franklin's last year, and I think he's going to do all right for the club. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tip that team right now. Next we've got. Okay, next we've got the GW Giants taking on Adelaide Crows on, I think, Sunday. So, I think this game's going to be good, but I'm going to go for Adelaide Crows to win by a bit. I think they are going to beat the GWS Giants. You never know, Giants could surprise us and that, but I think the Giants are going to be the winners this year. So I think they're on a rebuilding mode, so I'm going to go for Adelaide to win this one. Move to the next team in a minute. Okay, we got Hawthorn on Sunday. We've got Hawthorn taking on Essendon. I think Essendon's going to beat Hawthorn. I think Hawthorn's on a rebuilding mode, and I think they're going backwards. So I think Essendon's going to win this. They've got some good players. They've got Brad Scott, coach. They've got a good I think they've got a good management as well. But they're on the rebuilding mode still as well, Essendon. So Essendon's gone. Brad Scott's trying to build Essendon up. So I think Essendon will definitely beat Hawthorn. So I'm going to tip Essendon to win that. I don't like Essendon, but I think Essendon's just way too good. So I think they'll just way too good to get beaten by Hawthorn. So yeah. St Kilda taking on the Dockers. I'm gonna say the Dockers will beat them. I think the Dockers going to be way too good. So I'm gonna tip the Dockers to win this. Never know, St Kilda could come out and play strong, but at the moment I'm probably gonna say the Dockers. They've got Luke Jackson. They've got other players they've got from Melbourne, and they're a couple other ones from the Hawthorn as well, so they're going to be pretty good. So I think Dockers will win that. We'll go to round 2. So we're doing 3. So we're doing round 1 and round 2. So we're on round 2 now, and we'll do round 3, and then that'll be it. So, okay, Carlton taking on Geelong. I think Geelong will win this. I think Geelong's way too good. I think Geelong's definitely going to win that game. I can't see Carlton winning it. You never know. Carlton could come out strong as well. But, yeah. But I'm going to tip Geelong to win that one. Only by a little bit, not by much. Anyway, I'll be moving to the next team in a minute. Okay. Now we've got Brisbane Lions taking on Melbourne. We know what happened last year. Melbourne beat Brisbane at the Gabba. This time, I think Brisbane will beat Melbourne at the Gabba. I think it's going to be way too good. I think they're a good team. They're on a good way, and I think they are going to win. So, yeah. So, next one we've got Collingwood versus Port Adelaide. I think Collingwood will beat Port Adelaide. They've got Darcy Moore as captain. They've got Mastay. They've got Bobby Hill. They've got Tom Mitchell. They've got a lot. So they are going to be pretty good, Collingwood, this year. I think Collingwood will definitely beat Port Adelaide by a lot. Probably by a bit, I reckon. Maybe not by a lot, but I think by maybe 40 points. Yeah, Collingwood's they're on a good team. I think they're going to be a good team still as well. They're always to come out and surprise us all the time. So I think Collingwood's going to be pretty good. I don't like Collingwood, but yeah, I think Collingwood's going to beat Port Adelaide. Let's move to the next team. Richmond taking on. This is an easy game. I'm going to pick Richmond to win this. Probably by maybe 60 points. It's going to be probably 60-point game win for Richmond. Richmond's going to be good this year. I think Richmond will definitely beat. So I'm going to tip Richmond to win that game by 60 points. Next game, we're going to go to the Western Bulldogs. I reckon I'm going to tip the Western Bulldogs to win this game. I think they are in a good way, so I think the Western Bulldogs can win this. They've got some good players they've picked up as well, so I could see the Western Bulldogs winning this game still as well. So I'm going to tip Western Bulldogs to win this one in round 2. Last game on the Saturday, we've got Fremantle Dockers take on North Melbourne. I think the Dockers can win this. I think the Dockers will be way too good. You never know, North Melbourne could come out and play good at Optus Stadium, but I doubt it in round 2. It could happen, but I doubt it. So I think North Melbourne will get beaten in this game. Probably by a bit easy, probably. Might be easy, I don't know. Clarkson's a good coach, so you never know what will happen. So we'll have to see what happens. Hope they have a good game plan this year. Bring North Melbourne to a flag one day. But not this year. Sometime maybe in 2025 or something. But Sydney Swans taking on Hawthorn. I'm going to go fifth Sydney Swans to beat Hawthorn by maybe 34 points, maybe a 30-point win game. I think it's going to be tough for Hawthorn to win that one, so I'm going to go for Sydney to win that. So Sydney's definitely going to win this game. So I tip Sydney to win this one. Definitely going to tip Sydney to win this one. Okay, next game. Okay. Essendon taking on the Gold Coast Suns. I think Essendon are going to be strong. I think they've got a good... I think Essendon's going to start really well. So I think will win in round 2 as well. So I think Essendon will beat the Gold Coast Suns. So I'm going to tip Essendon to win this one. I'll be going to the next team in a minute, guys. Sorry about that. It's taking a minute. They've got lots of good players. That's why Essendon are going to win this game. They've got but West Coast taking on the GWS Giants. This is really easy. I think West Coast will smash them. I'd say maybe around 100 points, 100-point win, 100-point game win. It's going to be a 100-point game win. You never know. You never know. It could be like a 30-point game or 40. But at this point, I'm saying it's going to be a 100-point game. It's going to be a big win for West Coast against the GWS Giants. Next one, we're going to go to round 3. So next, we're on the Thursday, we're on the 30th of March 2023. We've got the Western Bulldogs take on the Brisbane Lions. I'm going to go for the Lions to win this one. They've got a good side, and I think the Lions will win this game. I think the Lions are on a good way to win, on a track to win a premiership. So they've actually been the Winsburn before, and they've climbed up by a lot, and that could happen to North Melbourne as well. You never know, but I think Brisbane Lions are going to win this game. They're a really good team. Richmond taking on Collingwood. Wow, this is going to be a tough game. I'm going to say probably Richmond Tigers. I think the Tigers will win this one. Never know, Collingwood could win it, but I think the Tigers are going to be too good. So I think the Tigers will win by maybe 20 points against Collingwood. Probably a 20-point win for Richmond against Collingwood. Be going to the next game in a minute, guys. Next game, we've got Hawthorn taking North Melbourne. This is going to be a pretty easy game, I reckon. I think Hawthorn's not going to be as great. They've lost a lot of players. They've lost a lot of players from... So I think North Melbourne will beat Hawthorn. So I think North Melbourne will win this easily. I reckon probably around maybe 50 points. My big call that Cam Zurhaar kicks maybe 4 goals in the quarter. So I think North Melbourne will win this game by a bit. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. North Melbourne definitely will win that game. I mean, I know Hawthorn could win as well. I just want North Melbourne to beat Hawthorn. But, Hawthorn's not going to be good. So I think North Melbourne are going to beat Hawthorn this year. Carlton takes on, GWS takes on Carlton. I think Carlton will win this easily. I reckon probably 99 points. Could be around 100 points in a game as well, because the Giants are not any good. So I think my big call that Patrick Cripps kicks maybe 5 or 6 goals. Or Mackay kicks maybe 6 or 5. Next game, we've got St Kilda taking on Essendon. This is going to be a good game. I'm going to say St Kilda could win this. Essendon could win it as well. But I don't think they can win in 2,000 in a row. So I think St Kilda will win it. I'm going to tip St Kilda to win this game. Probably a bit of a point. Probably like a 10-point win or a 20-point. I think maybe a 20-point win, I reckon. My big call, Max King kicks 4 or 5 or 6 goals in the quarter. Move to the next team. Port Adelaide takes on Adelaide Crows. This is a rivalry, so I think Port Adelaide will beat them easily, probably by 100 points. I reckon 100-point win. No, my big call, Jason Horne-Francis plays really well and kicks maybe 6 goals. Gold Coast Suns versus Geelong Cats. I'm going to pick I'm going to pick Geelong to win this game. I think Geelong's going to be way too good. I know it's not Geelong's, but Geelong will win it. Melbourne taking on Sydney Swans. I think Melbourne will win it. Never know, Sydney could win as well, but I think Melbourne are in a good way to win it this year. So I think Melbourne will win it. So we'll go to the next team in a minute as well. So I think Melbourne would definitely win it. Next team we've got the Fremantle Dockers taking on West Coast. I think the Dockers can win this. You know, West Coast good, but I think the Dockers they got Luke Jackson. They've got a couple other players as well, and they've picked up some Hawthorn players. So I think Fremantle are going to win this game. I think they'll win by pretty easily, probably around 50 points, I reckon. My big call that Luke Jackson kicks 4 or 5 goals. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. I definitely will do more rounds with the AFL as well, because we got, there's 24 rounds this year. That's crazy. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.